One thing that cannot be denied: Florence Pugh is one of our finest actors. We don't deserve her. That being said, hey everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is, We Live in Time. This is the latest film from A24. It came out limited a couple weeks ago. It expanded wide. I saw it. Let's talk about it. We Live in Time. It's directed by John Crowley, who previously directed Brooklyn, which is terrific, as well as The Goldfinch, which was not. And this falls somewhere in the middle, leaning more toward the former than the latter. So what is We Live in Time about? Well, the film centers on Tobias and Almut. They are played by Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. And it's the story of their love. It is told non-linearly as we see them early on in the film discover that Almut has cancer, and it is returned and gotten worse. She previously had went into remission, and then the cancer came back, which means that very likely she is not going to make it much longer. We then flash back and flash forward over and over to see their life from when they met cute by her accidentally running him over when he was going across the street after buying a pen to sign his divorce papers from his previous ex-wife, all the way to them deciding to have a child and end up having a little girl, and having her be born in the most unusual of circumstances. And yeah, that's a bunch of these scenarios, and we're basically following vignettes of their life together throughout this different points in time, from closer to the present to closer to the past, and the story of their love, and have the tissues ready. So We Live in Time is, and also Meme Horse. So We Live in Time is a very, very good film that is elevated to close to greatness by its lead actors. I really loved this. I thought this was a really sweet, heartfelt, funny, moving tearjerker that actually earns its tugs at the heartstrings. And yes, it's a familiar story. Yes, you've seen it before. What elevates this film, though, more than anything, is Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. They're both terrific, but especially Florence Pugh. She is so good in this movie that even when you're frustrated with the Almut character, she makes you believe her. She makes you believe that this is a real person and not a character that she's playing. She's so natural. It almost seems second nature. Florence Pugh is one of those actors where it looks almost easy for her to just be great in everything. Speaking of, kind of like Saoirse Ronan in that way, in that same way where it's like, even when the material lets her down, I didn't love The Outrun as much as some people, but I liked it a lot, and I think what made me like it a lot was her. I thought Saoirse Ronan. It's the same with this. I do think that this movie is not necessarily one of the best films of the year, but I think that their performances are, and I think that if they get any kind of nominations for it, it wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't, necessarily make me sad. Is this a perfect movie? No. I do think sometimes the structure hurts this movie occasionally more than it helps on occasion. And the reason I say that is because as the film is reaching its last act or so, it kind of ditches the motif a little bit. It breaks its sort of own rules and starts becoming more linear in its narrative. And I felt like that was a sign that, you could have kind of told this straight on and it would have had the same impact. But that being said, and I do think that it is a little bit jarring going from she's really sick to happy and healthy. Christy and Alonso said it best, where they said it's kind of like The Outrun in the sense that you know what time it is by how her hair looks. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly. And I think that sometimes hurts the movie's momentum a little bit. Also, it's an hour 48. It feels longer. The pacing could have been a little bit more energized. But at the same time, I think that the movie, it does work. I think that there are moments that are funny, and there are moments of real insight and depth. There's one scene where there's an argument between Andrew Garfield's character and Florence Pugh's character where she's trying to justify a choice she makes in relation to her illness. That was powerful, and I thought it was a very well said moment and a really powerfully written moment. It's a flawed film, but at the same time, I cried. It worked. It got me choked up, and it's gonna be on the low end. I know it seems like I'm being kind of religious with it, but the thing is, it worked. It worked on me, and I gotta give it one of these. Bang! You see it. 5 out of 5 stars. It's not a plus. It's not a plus movie. It's a low. It's closer probably to a 4.5 than a 5, but the two of them elevated. I think it's sort of like The Outrun for me, where it's like I think I gave that only 4.5, but I'm going to give this one a 5 because I do think that it is a slightly better movie to me than The Outrun was, and also I think their performances really elevate this. But yeah, 5 stars, low 5 stars for We Live in Time. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash, and then we'll get to the crotch fruit of a movie that we're going to end today with. The Room Next Door, talked about it, looks good. We're seeing it early, like I said. A Real Pain. I've seen it. It's great. We'll talk about it next week. Anora, talked about it, looks good. We will also be talking about that sometime either next weekend or early the week after. Maybe we'll see it. Wicked, talked about it, looks good. Better Man, talked about it, looks good. Heretic, talked about it, looks good. We're seeing that in a couple weeks. In Dolby, no less. Baby Girl, this looks interesting. Like an erotic thriller, kind of, with Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson. It could be good or it could be real cornball. I don't know, but it is A24, and they tend to generally make good movies. So we'll see. It's coming out on Christmas Day, so that's going to be my day after Christmas triple feature. That, A Complete Unknown, and Nosferatu. What a weird triple bill. Anyway, that's it. Oh, and was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. We will be back right after this for a review of The Man You Don't Know. So I'll review that. Sunday is Don't Move. We also coming up on the docket, The House From, Rap World possibly, Olivia Rodrigo Guts World Tour, Time Cut, Sabaton, the tour to end all tours, Here, Anora, Hit Pig, among other stuff. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment. Even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me elsewhere, reviews lists and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything. At either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of We Live in Time? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Made mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.